Hey, what's up, RC people? Tony here, and this is my son,
Anthony.
And we are CCxRC, and he's with me today because I got this special one for him. GearBest was wanting to send me something to do a review on, and this may not be up everybody's alley, but this is definitely up his. In fact, he just got a glimpse of what it was at dinner. I showed him, and he was excited about it, and asked if he could be in the video. And he was wearing his pajamas. I asked if he'd change into a shirt, and he showed up in his military outfit here.
Yeah.
So, so he really is interested in the military, and so we have got the WPL B-1. It's their military truck series here. You can see they've got just this really cool military truck, and so it's a 1/16 scale. It's very inexpensive. It's like $38, $40 in that price range, and here comes the cat to see as well. But it's going to be something more of a fun toy that's remotely controlled, radio controlled, for him to play with his Legos and his little, you know, those little army green men. He's got a bunch of those things that he loves to set up.
And I got at least 140 of them.
140 of them. There, you've heard it here first, folks. 140 of them. Hey, he's reading books at the library. He's checking out books about the military. Do you have any fun facts that you want to share about the military? Unscripted, just go for it.
Yeah. Well, did you know during World War II, the military grew from 324,000 to a force of 12 million soldiers? I read it in the D-Day book. Ugh, the D-Day book gave me creeps. Ugh.
We guys will have to fact check that, but he says it was in his book. I had never heard those numbers before, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, we're not a history show, we're an RC show, so not all facts heard on this opening may be completely accurate, but his brain is like a steel trap, so I'm actually guessing that it is pretty spot on. So let's go ahead and unbox this thing and see what we got. Got it?
Yeah.
All right. So the packaging actually came a lot better than this, but we were doing another opening in one of our openings, and I messed up at the beginning, and I punched out through this to show the reveal. And yeah, so alright, so here it is, the WPL B-1. I don't know what the WPL stands for, but you can see their little logo right here in the front. So there you go, 4x4 truck, forward, reverse, left, right, forward lights, it says, shock absorbers, full function, and high powered. You can see the battery already up here. So let's go ahead and get this out. I don't think we're going to have proportional steering based on some of the stuff that I'm seeing. But again, at the price point, I don't expect it. It's got rubber tires. Let's see what everything we get in here. This, and a set of leaf springs. Alright, so here again is the WPL B-1 radio-controlled toy military truck, I guess you could say. This is what comes with it. It's not a whole lot. You're not paying for a whole lot either. So you get a simple manual. The truck is very basic, and so it's a very basic manual. It tells you how to control it, steering, problems, and things to look for. And so, yeah, not a lot of detail there. We do have our battery plug here to charge the battery. The battery is, I did install it already inside of the hood of the truck, which is really cool, I think. A cool way to store the battery. And it is running a 700 milliamp hour nickel cadmium 6-volt AA battery pack in there, which seems to run for a good amount of time. It already had juice in it, and my son has already been playing with it. We opened it, got it out of the box, and then I let him take it away and play with it. So here's a couple of extra leaf springs that they give you, and then the controller. So the controller is very simple. It's an on-off switch and your throttle and your steering. Now the steering is not proportional, so you push any bit right and that turns fully right. Same with left. The throttle is proportional, and so we'll take a look at that in a little bit. It only takes 2 AA batteries. You just have to undo this one screw right in here. It's a Phillips. Drop it out, put in 2 AA batteries. You're good to go. So it's very lightweight, just kind of plastic and light, yeah. And not a lot of movement here, but just enough. And again, this is for children more. And my son just loved it when he was playing with it. So we'll give you a quick once over of the truck. And we'll go from there, because what's really neat about it is that it does have a lot of detail that they've put into it. And so while it's not going to win you any competition crawling events, they did do some stuff that makes it great for somebody like my son, who is really into the military right now and notices some of the details. So let's look around. So it does have mirrors. It has an interior in here, steering wheel, seats, all of that. Like gas tanks, the little step side here. The tires are rubber. They're firm, but they are rubber. Look at the front here. They've got a lot of nice detail that they've done with the grill. The lights do work. In fact, we can power those on real quick for you. And they're going to flash because it hasn't bound. So once the controller's on, it will bind. But those do work. There we go. Shut it off again for the moment. It's got like headlight spots here, the tow hooks, the fake winch. Looking underneath, you've got the steering links in here. You've got leaf shocks. There's one metal leaf, and then there's like 2 plastic leaves in there. Nice pumpkin axles. You know, they're plastic, but you know the look is there. We've got the drive shafts running through, metal chassis, and then another, you know, the rear axle. Some painted red lights. Little spot here for towing. So there's some good detail that they have put into the truck if you just look at it. Got the smokestacks here on the back, and again, these mirrors would be nice if they kind of maybe had silver just kind of glued on there onto the inside, maybe some aluminum foil or something I'll put on there for the boys. But yeah, overall, again, he had a great time with it. So the one thing is, I do wish that it did have proportional steering. And there's probably a way that you could mount a small little servo in here if you can wire it into the system and have enough juice for it with the battery, which I think you should. So we'll flip it on here. We'll just give you a quick look at what the steering is like and how it's not proportional. So we'll just turn it a little bit here left, and you can see it just goes full. It's all or nothing when it comes to steering. However, that's not the case with the throttle. So we'll go back slowly in reverse, and the reverse on this one in particular, I don't know if all of them are, is pretty slow, and you have to push pretty hard back on it. And then to come forward, you can go a little bit slower. I'll back it back up, and we'll go a little faster this time. So you can hear the difference in the throttle there. So you can see it has a little bit of pep to it. Or you can make it kind of really crawl if you just barely throttle it. So it does have the proportional throttle control, which is nice. So what do we say about this? This is a great toy for a child to play with. I'll show you some footage of my son running it, and you'll see what I'm talking about. There you go. Oh, up and over the lightsabers. You like it?
Yeah, I love it. It'll be great for carrying my troops during this new invasion.
Oh, you should put some of your guys in the back. Oh, Lego destruction. Oh. Keep it going. Keep it going, there it goes. Alright guys, so that is a quick look at the WPL B-1. Now this was again sent to us from GearBest to review. I chose this specifically for my son because he loves the military and I thought he'd have a blast with this. And that is what this is for, you guys. This is not a trail truck. It is not dedicated for winning competitions. This is really a toy for a child to play with and use his imagination and to just have fun with. If I gave my son the controller to any of these trucks that I think are super awesome behind me, he wouldn't really enjoy it. He doesn't have a blast with those RCs. He had a blast with this, and he's going to have a lot of fun creating little adventures for his little green men and his little plastic tan men to just have battles and wars. And he's got his little toy tanks out, and we've got a remote control tank, and he'll start shooting it. And so he's just going to have a lot of fun with this. And so it depends on what you're looking for, and that's what I always say. This is an RC. It's radio controlled, it's remote controlled, whatever you want to say. It is just a different degree, and it's a different purpose that it serves. So my son is going to love this, and I'm super excited for him to have it. And I can't wait to see the enjoyment with RC that he gets from this being younger. Well, I'm having a blast with some of this big stuff, and he'll grow into it. But until then, having things like this that can really get him involved and loving to be able to control and steer these cars is a lot of fun. So think about it that way, guys. So thanks for tuning in. As always, you guys, if you like what you see, make sure you leave a thumbs up. If you want to see more RC related content that's family friendly and for the masses, be sure to hit that subscribe button and let us know what you think in the comments below. So thanks for tuning in, and as always, have fun RCing, y'all. We'll catch you next time.